Hey, so in this video I want to talk about the frustrating situation where you're talking with a woman, everything's going great, and then all of a sudden she stops responding to your messages, she disappears, you can sense the pullback, maybe she was responding every day, and then she starts responding every 4 to 5 days, and then she's responding every week or 2 weeks. How do you deal with this situation the right way when a woman pulls back from you, and how do you regenerate attraction? In this video, I'm going to talk about this in detail and explain why women do this and how to react. So you'll notice a lot of times you'll meet a woman and in the beginning it's very smooth, it's very easy, you have this banter, it's great chit chat, no problems at all, everything's flowing, maybe you meet up for a couple of dates, maybe you even get intimate. But there will come a point at some time where she pulls back from you, and it will come out of the blue. Most of the time you won't expect it, there'll be no reason behind it. She might even be coming on hot and heavy, and then all of a sudden she pulls back. And this leaves a lot of guys scratching their head, wondering what's going on. Well, the answer is, why women really do this, most of the time they're testing you. Now, unless you've made some drastic mistakes, you've been too needy, chasing, blowing up a phone, okay, that's obvious why she would pull back, because she's getting turned off by you. She's losing attraction. But when you're doing everything right and a woman still pulls away from you, why does this happen? This happens because they are usually testing you, right? They're testing your frame. They're trying to see what kind of man you really are. Are you weak or are you strong? That's what they want to know. That's what women want to understand. And if they want to kind of get a measure of who you are and understand your real personality, the easiest way for them to do that is to pull back and just watch what you're going to do. See how you're going to respond. Are you going to freak out? Are you going to panic? Are you going to start sending lots of messages? If she sees any of these kinds of behaviors, she'll pull back even more. She'll lose even more interest because she knows she's dealing with a low-value man. And I always say, the moment you sense a change in a woman's behavior where she pulls back, maybe she's just sending memes now, maybe she's just sending a pic, something which is kind of meaningless. I always say in this situation, don't respond, just let her come to you. Don't initiate. She has to make the effort. If she was making the effort before, she has to make the effort again. And I always say the best thing you can do, completely pull back, especially if they're not asking to meet up with you. They're just asking you questions or they're making statements which are going nowhere. Read her messages, ignore them, let her message you again. It might take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, who cares, right? She has to message you again because this is how you truly get the power. And men must have the power in a relationship or a dating situation. You've always got to be the higher value person. You've always got to have the power. If you don't have the power, women are not interested in you because women want high value men and they gravitate towards the top 20% of men in society. What actually separates the top 20% of men from the other 80% is really just the ability to walk away, to have self-esteem and confidence. That's it. Nothing more than that. And if a woman sees that you can walk away or you can ignore her when she's not making the effort, she will automatically by default start to respect you. And then you'll start to get the messages where she tries to chase you because she's curious about you. You're the guy who could walk away. So if a woman's pulled back from you, or she's left you, or she's stopped reading your messages, or stopped responding, wait, don't respond, let her come back to you. That's always much more powerful, and you'll have much more dignity too, and she will respect you a lot more if she has to reach out to you. That's always the way it is. Now, if a woman's pulled away from you, or she's left you, I highly recommend you get a copy of my guide, the Get Her Back Action Plan. It will show you everything you need to know about getting a woman back and keeping her the right way. You can pick up your copy today by clicking on the link below. And don't forget, I do phone, Skype, and email consultations. You can book a consultation with me on my website, develofattraction.com.